Hello and welcome to Maiden Early Physics Department. My name is Dr. Bala Subramaniam and I'm one of the physics teachers here. Physics at A-level is a mix of practical application and conceptual thinking. You will continue with some of the topics that you started at GCSE like electricity and mechanics, but you'll develop them further. You'll also be introduced to some exciting new topics like particle physics and some more abstract ideas such as gravitational field theory. All of the theory that you do is supported by 12 experiments. During these experiments, you'll learn how to use a range of equipment, you'll learn about uncertainties and inaccuracies in measurement, and you'll also learn how to write experimental lab reports. Maths is the language of physics, so in order to do a Physics A-level, you do need strong mathematical skills. An A-level in physics is highly respected by universities, and this is because it shows that you have good analytical skills, it shows that you have excellent mathematical skills, and it also shows that you can be a critical thinker. It can take you down a range of career paths such as medical physics, engineering, forensic science. It's also an A-level which is often chosen by people who want to go into economics or into finance. So if you decide that you would like to study physics at A-level, we very much look forward to welcoming you here at Maiden.
Thank you very much for agreeing to this. So I've just got a few questions for you that people in Year 11s would be interested, I'm sure, in knowing about. So we've got two of our Year 13 students here, Matthew Randall.
Hello.
And Doa Alabaker. So they're going to answer a few questions about what it's been like for them as a physics A-level student. So first of all, I wonder if you can tell us what made you decide to take physics at A-level. Matthew?
At GCSE, I was pretty good at sciences, and out of the three sciences, I'd say I definitely enjoyed and was the best at physics. I found it way more interesting than chemistry and biology because it's the fundamentals and like breaking down the whole universe, whereas chemistry and biology are a bit more specific to scenarios, and I found it interesting to learn about how reality works at like the finer scale.
Thank you. What about you, Doa?
For me, I was really interested in maths at GCSE, so I was trying to find a subject that would go well with maths, and I thought physics would be a good idea as they work really well together and it would open a lot of doors for me in terms of like university or financial apprenticeship.
Fantastic. So I wonder if you can tell us a little bit about the course so far. Do you want to carry on, Doa? Tell us a little bit about what you've been doing so far, any particular highlights?
I think one of my personal favourite topics so far was the quantum phenomena stuff, so the photoelectric effect, and also looking deeper into the models like of an atom and quarks, leptons, hadrons, and how all of that stuff works. So I think it's in a lot more detail than what you got at GCSE, so I think it was more interesting to learn.
Matthew?
Yeah, similar to Doa, I'm really interested in like the quark stuff, because at GCSE you learn about the atom and then electrons, and you think that's it, protons and neutrons. But then in A-level you go even further and even deeper, and it ends up going further. I also enjoy the mechanics quite a lot, because that's maths too.
Brilliant, thank you. So what advice would you give to anybody in Year 11 now who's considering studying physics at A-level?
You make sure you're prepared. It's a tough A-level, so don't slack off. If you're thinking of taking it, when you do it, make sure to do all the homework, all the work they set, and don't get behind, because if you get behind, I have been at points of time, it gets really tough catching up without your teacher's help.
Yeah, I think mine would be quite similar. Just stay on top of it, make sure that you do loads of practice questions, and make sure that you really understand the topics, and if you don't, go see your teachers. I think it is really important to just make sure that you're understanding it along the way, because you might not get enough time to go back over things you didn't understand.
Brilliant. And finally, could you maybe tell us a little bit about what you're thinking about doing next year once you've completed your A-levels? Does it relate to physics at all, Doa?
So I want to go to university and study medical engineering, which is basically the principles and fundamentals of engineering and electronics, which is what you get from physics A level, and then you can also mix that in with like the anatomy, but you get that stuff at university. So taking physics A level, I think, really put me in a great position to take that further.
Fantastic. What about you, Matthew?
Personally, I'm planning on taking economics, which is a social science, so you could say it's similar to physics as they're both sciences, but they are still pretty different as it's a majorly different subject. However, lots of the skills in physics that you learn, like critical thinking, objective thinking, and lots of the maths is very transferable to economics, so I think it was a good choice to help me, support me on that route.
Brilliant. Thank you very much, guys. Won't take up any more of your time.
Thanks.
A degree is a great starting point for a career in scientific research, as well as in a range of careers in the business, finance, IT and engineering sectors. You also develop transferable skills valued by a wide range of both technical and non-technical employers, for example, problem solving, reasoning, time management and organisation. Some physics graduates go on to further study at postgraduate levels in areas such as astrophysics, quantum computing, quantum and particle physics, mathematical physics, nanotechnology and in the caring professions.